Your angels are whispering. Don't silence the message now. Pause and listen. Breathe, just for a moment. Let this message settle into the quiet places of your soul. This is not a coincidence. You found this message because heaven saw the pain in your eyes. You have been crying in silence. You have prayed without words, only tears. There are things you have carried that you have never spoken out loud. I have watched you night after night. I have seen the heaviness in your chest when you look at your daughter. I know the ache in your heart, the worry, the helplessness, the longing to take away her suffering. You wonder if you failed her. You wonder if you missed a sign or could have protected her more. But heaven wants you to know you are not alone, and your daughter is not alone. I am here. I am your guardian, and I have always been closer than your breath. I saw what happened. Type amen if you feel God is speaking to you right now. I know the weight you carry each time you hear her voice tremble or see her try to smile when she's breaking inside. You felt helpless. You felt like your hands were tied while your child was walking through shadows you couldn't chase away. But child of heaven, please hear this. There are things happening in the unseen. There are battles being fought on her behalf that you cannot see. And the prayers you've whispered, they are not lost. Every tear you shed over her has been caught. Every cry from your soul has been delivered to heaven like a flame in the night. I know you are tired. Tired of being strong. Tired of holding hope with trembling hands. But let me give you something now. Let me pour into you the peace that you forgot was still possible. Your daughter is not forsaken. She is not forgotten. She is not cursed. What she's facing right now, the thing that feels too big, too dark, too complicated, it is not the end. It is not beyond repair. It is not beyond redemption. There is a shift coming, a turning, a gentle divine unraveling of all that has tormented her mind and soul. I have been assigned to protect her since before she took her first breath. I was there in the room the first time she opened her eyes, and I am here still, hovering close, shielding her spirit even when her heart feels alone. You cannot see everything from where you stand, but I can, and I see that she is walking through a tunnel. It's dark now. It's confusing, but there is light ahead. There is something beautiful just past this pain. She may not believe that yet, but I will keep whispering it to her, and I need you to keep holding on. You may not realize this, but your love is keeping her grounded. Type 333 if you believe angels are guiding you. She may push you away. She may seem distant, cold, or withdrawn. But she hears your love in every quiet act of care, and it matters more than you know. You may not be able to fix it, but you are not meant to fix everything. You are meant to love her through it, and that is more powerful than any solution. She feels your spirit when you walk into the room. Even when she doesn't speak, your presence calms something inside her. Don't underestimate the power of that. Because where your love ends, heaven's love continues. Where your reach ends, mine begins. You have not failed her. You have not been a bad parent. You have not fallen short. You have done more than anyone could see. And heaven honors your sacrifice. You've poured yourself out. You've put her first. You've stayed up late praying, worrying, researching, begging for answers. And the answer is coming. It may not come in the way you expect, but it will come. And when it does, peace will flood the places in you that have felt abandoned. So now, I want you to breathe again. Put your hand on your heart and listen to this. She is not as lost as you fear. She is not as broken as the world says. There is strength in her bones that she doesn't even know she carries. And there is an anointing on her name. She has been chosen for something greater. The enemy has tried to confuse her, tried to convince her she's worthless, tried to steal her joy and identity. But the enemy will not win, because I am standing in the way, because the light inside her is greater than any darkness outside her. because heaven's hand is still on her story. You may not understand everything she's going through, but heaven does. And I promise you, this will not destroy her. She will not be lost to this, not to the fear, not to the addiction, not to the depression, not to the betrayal, not to the trauma. She will rise, and when she does, she will carry others too, because she was born with a warrior's heart. Even if she forgot it, even if you've never seen it, it's there. Buried beneath the pain, hidden under the ashes, but still burning, still alive, still waiting, and soon she will begin to feel it again. A flicker of hope, a moment of clarity, a soft whisper that says, "I'm still here." That will be me, reminding her she's not alone. And now I'm reminding you, you are not alone either. Press like and subscribe without delay to discover this message from God and receive the blessings meant just for you. I walk beside you as you carry the weight. I stand behind you when you don't know what to say. I shield your mind when fear tries to creep in. You are not invisible to heaven. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And your prayers for her, they have reached the throne. Every single one. Even the ones you thought were too messy. Even the ones that came out more like groans than words. They were heard. And they are moving mountains you cannot yet see. You are not powerless. You are not waiting in vain. A miracle is in motion. A divine turnaround is coming, and it will begin with something small. A conversation, a moment of peace, a change in her eyes. Watch for it. Heaven is gentle, but it is always faithful. You are loved. You are covered. And your daughter is surrounded by more angels than you could count. Even now, I am preparing something for her. A place of healing, a new door, a safe relationship, a purpose she didn't know she had. And it will come in perfect timing. Divine timing. Not too soon, not too late, but exactly when she's ready. And when it happens, you'll remember this message. You'll remember this whisper. You'll remember that heaven was always near, that I was always here. I never left her, and I never left you. Of course. Let's continue the divine message in the same voice of your guardian angel, with loving, healing, and prophetic language. The pacing will remain gentle and spaced for emotional resonance. You may have felt abandoned. You may have cried yourself to sleep, asking why no one could see how hard you were trying, asking why it felt like you were the only one fighting for her. But listen to this truth. You were never the only one. I was fighting alongside you. In silence, in spirit, in the places where your strength began to crumble, mine began to rise. I have shielded her from dangers you never even knew existed. I have stood between her and disaster more times than you could count. I have whispered hope into her soul while she slept. I have comforted her when her thoughts became too heavy, and I will not stop, even when she pushes me away. Even when she doesn't believe she deserves peace, I will stay, because that's what love does. That's what heaven's love always does. Your love for her is pure, but heaven's love for her is eternal. And the two are working together right now, even in this moment, even in the silence, even in the stillness. You may not see the fruit yet, but the seeds have already been planted, seeds of restoration, seeds of healing, seeds of wisdom and strength, and in time, they will bloom. Let me show you something. There is a moment coming where her heart will break open, not in pain, but in surrender. A moment where she realizes she is not alone, that she never was, that love never left, that God never stopped chasing her. When that moment comes, it will look small on the outside, but it will shift everything inside her. That's when the real healing begins. That's when the old chains start falling off. That's when the lies that have tormented her will lose their power, because truth will rise up within her, and she will remember who she is, not who the world said she was. Not who her pain tried to convince her she had become, but who she has always been. Loved, chosen, set apart, heaven's daughter, and your daughter, and she will begin to shine again. She will smile, not the forced smile, not the polite one, but a real smile, one that reaches her eyes, one that feels like the sun after the longest winter. I know you've missed that smile. I know you've waited for that day, and it's coming. I promise you, it is coming. But I must tell you something else. Until then, your love will be her shelter, even when she doesn't ask for it, even when she pretends she doesn't need it. Keep loving her, gently, quietly, unconditionally, just as heaven loves you. You don't need all the right words. You don't need to solve everything. You just need to be present. And your presence, dear soul, is more powerful than you know. There is a healing frequency in your heartbeat when you sit near her. There is a sacred strength in your silence. You do not always have to speak to be heard. Sometimes the soul listens better to love than to language. And she hears you. Even if she never says it, she feels you holding space for her. Your loyalty is not in vain. Your faith is not in vain. And your tears are not wasted. They water the soil of her breakthrough. And breakthrough is coming. Let your heart prepare for joy. Let your spirit begin to open again. Because I see the path unfolding, one step at a time. And it is beautiful. I know you've questioned heaven. I know you've asked why her, and why now. But some souls walk through the fire not because they are weak, but because they are being refined. Your daughter is not being destroyed. She is being formed into something holy, something radiant, something strong enough to carry others. The pain she's in now is not permanent. The confusion is not her final chapter. The grief is not her identity. This is a valley, not a grave. And she will walk through it, not alone, not unloved, but guided, shielded, lifted. I am surrounding her even now, with other angels, with divine protection, with hidden blessings that are being stirred into her journey. You will see signs. Look for them. A feather where it doesn't belong. A sudden breeze in a still room. Her favorite song playing when you're about to give up. These are not accidents. They are kisses from heaven. Reminders that I am with you. Reminders that you and your daughter are deeply known, and that nothing escapes the eye of God. You were chosen to be her parent for a reason. Your souls are connected in ways deeper than time, and this connection will not break. It will only grow stronger through the fire. Even when she forgets her light, you will be there to remind her. Even when she doubts her worth, you will mirror heaven's love until she remembers. And one day soon, yes, soon, she will begin to thank you. Not in words, maybe not at first, but in the way she opens her heart again, in the way she softens, in the way she chooses life, joy, and purpose. You will see the daughter you once knew, and more. A wiser version, a bolder soul, a radiant light, burning brighter because of what she overcame. And you will know that every tear, every prayer, every sleepless night, it mattered. None of it was wasted. It was all woven into her healing, and into yours. Because yes, you are healing too. This journey has broken parts of you too. But it's also opening parts of your soul that had been forgotten. You are learning how deep love really goes, how much strength you carry, how heaven moves even in the quiet. So don't give up now. Not when you're this close. Not when the light is just ahead. Let go of the guilt. You did not cause this. You did not ruin anything. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are exactly who she needed. You always have been. And heaven sees you. I see you, and I'm not leaving your side. Not today. Not ever. So rest your heart. Let go of the weight you were never meant to carry alone. Let peace enter again, even in small pieces. You are safe. She is safe. And this is not the end. It's the beginning of something sacred, of restoration, of joy that has roots in the deep places, of love that cannot be shaken. Hold on, dearest soul. Hold on. The breakthrough is near. The sunrise is coming, and it will be beautiful. More beautiful than you imagined. Stay soft. Stay hopeful. And never forget, you are being held. She is being held by arms that do not grow weary, by a presence that never fails, and by an angel who will never stop fighting for her, or for you. You don't have to understand everything. You don't have to see the full picture right now. Faith doesn't require full clarity. It only asks you to trust that love is still working behind the scenes, even when it looks silent, even when nothing is changing on the surface, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. That's when heaven draws closest. That's when the angels surround you more tightly, because we know. That's when the soul is most tender, and it is in tenderness that miracles often begin. Your daughter's spirit is reaching for light. She may not say it out loud. She may not even realize it, but there is a part of her, a quiet, sacred part, that wants to be free. She wants peace. She wants healing. She wants to feel whole again, and she will. I have seen the chapter that is coming. It is written in heaven's ink, and it is full of restoration. There is laughter ahead. There are mornings where she will wake up without the heaviness in her chest. There are days coming when her eyes will shine with clarity, not confusion. Her energy will return. Her light will return. And her joy, that real joy she once carried, it will overflow again. You will recognize it when it comes. It will be unmistakable, like the sound of rain after a long drought, like a window opening after a long night, like grace finding its way back home. But let me tell you this too. Even before that day comes, you are already enough. Even as you wait, you are already worthy. Heaven is not measuring your love by results. Heaven sees your love in every silent prayer, every deep sigh, every quiet act of patience, and it is sacred. What you are doing matters, more than you know. You are not invisible. You are not unappreciated. You are doing holy work. By loving someone who is healing, by holding space for a soul still finding its way. And heaven honors that. I honor that. I see how hard it has been. I know what it cost you to stay soft in a world that tried to harden you. I know what it cost you to keep believing when your heart was tired. But that belief, that faith, is unlocking things in the spirit. Doors are opening that were once shut. Blockages are being cleared. Chains are breaking. Even now, even in this moment, heaven is moving. And soon you will see it with your eyes. So don't let fear speak louder than hope. Don't let doubt drown the quiet voice of faith. You are being led. Every step, every breath. You are not forgotten, and neither is she. Heaven has written your names on its heart, and what is written in heaven cannot be erased by earth. So take heart, beloved one. This season will not last forever. The tears you've cried are making space for a harvest of joy. You will see beauty rise from the ashes. You will see your daughter bloom again. You will see her walk into rooms she once felt too broken to enter. You will see her become a voice for others who are suffering. Because nothing will be wasted, not even this. God redeems everything, even pain, even silence, even the years you thought were lost. So breathe again. Lift your face to heaven. Feel the warmth of this truth. You are seen. You are cherished. You are carried. You are guided. And you are loved endlessly, deeply, eternally. This is the message heaven asked me to bring you, to remind you of what is still possible, to awaken your hope, to heal your soul, and to restore your vision, so you can see again, so you can believe again, so you can hold on a little longer, because the miracle is closer than it's ever been. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when it comes, it will be undeniable. You will feel it. You will cry tears of joy. You will fall to your knees with gratitude, because you will know heaven was writing a story all along, a story that didn't end in pain, but in breakthrough, in freedom, in healing, in glory. I'm still here, whispering over your soul. Don't be afraid. Don't give up now. You've come so far. She's come so far. And the rest of the journey will be covered in grace. One step at a time. One breath at a time. One miracle at a time. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your sign. This is your reminder from heaven itself. You are never alone, and neither is she. You are both surrounded by a love that never sleeps, a presence that never leaves, and angels that never stop protecting. So tonight, sleep in peace. Rest in the knowledge that heaven has your daughter in its hands, that I am watching over her with eyes that never close, and that the breakthrough you've prayed for is already on its way. Heaven's timing is perfect, heaven's heart is good, and heaven's love for you is forever. This is your angel, whispering once more. You can exhale now. You are safe. She is safe. And everything is going to be okay. Just wait and see. It's already unfolding. And the best is yet to come. I promise. With all the love of heaven, I see how you still smile when you're breaking. I see how you hold your head high in front of her, even when your heart is collapsing quietly inside your chest. You've made sacrifices that no one knows about. You've chosen her well-being over your comfort again and again. And heaven saw it all. You never needed a crowd to witness your love, because God did, and He was moved. You were never doing this alone, even when you felt invisible. Even when others judged you without understanding. Even when people said you were overreacting or she'll grow out of it. Only you could feel the silent scream behind her eyes. Only you could hear what she wasn't saying. Only you could sense the danger in the atmosphere when others saw nothing at all. That was not your imagination. That was your discernment. That was your divine gift of spiritual sight. And I was the one who whispered those inner alerts. I guided you in the stillness. I stirred your spirit when you didn't know why you suddenly couldn't sleep. That was me, helping you wake, helping you see, helping you protect her even when you didn't know what you were protecting her from. You've been walking in divine partnership all this time, and even when you thought you were falling apart, you were actually being poured into. Heaven used your breaking to let more light in, more softness, more compassion, more understanding of the sacredness of a soul that is suffering. Now you carry that understanding like a lantern. Your heart glows with it. She feels it even if she doesn't have the words. There's something about you that makes her feel less judged, even when she's angry or lost. She feels safer around you than anyone else. That's not by accident. That's divine design. You were chosen to be her soft place to land, her sanctuary, her bridge between this world and the next. Even when she doesn't walk the same path as you, even when she pushes back, even when she questions everything, your love still reaches her. It breaks through the walls. It slips through the cracks. And that love is doing more than you know. You don't need her to say thank you. You don't need her to apologize, because you didn't love her to receive anything back. You loved her because your soul was built to. And that kind of love, the pure kind, will always be rewarded. Sometimes not immediately, but always and abundantly. That reward is coming. I see it, not just in her healing, but in your restoration too. You are going to feel joy again. Not just a passing moment, but real, rooted joy. Joy that lives in your bones. Joy that wakes you up with peace and lets you sleep without fear. There is healing prepared for you as well. Healing for your mind, for your body, for the emotional exhaustion you've learned to mask with strength. Heaven is not just saving her. Heaven is rebuilding you. You are not forgotten in this story. You are not just a side character in her breakthrough. You are a beloved soul, a divine being wrapped in human skin, and your heart matters just as much. So let me tell you again, take care of yourself. Rest when you need to. You are not failing her when you pause. You are not abandoning her when you take a moment to breathe. You cannot pour from an empty soul. You are allowed to refill, to laugh, to feel something good even in the middle of all of this. That joy won't cancel your pain, but it will help balance it. That's how healing works. Not in one giant wave, but in soft ripples, little by little, one sacred moment at a time. And each of those moments is holy. Each time you choose love over fear. Each time you choose to stay soft. Each time you choose to believe. Heaven rejoices, because love always echoes. It moves beyond you. It stirs things in the spirit. It changes timelines. And your love has already changed hers. Even if she hasn't said it, even if she doesn't know it yet, she will. And when she does, it will make sense. It will all make sense. The sleepless nights, the inner ache, the feeling of walking blind. It was never in vain. It was never wasted. You were never chasing shadows. You were building bridges, invisible bridges, spiritual scaffolding for her soul to climb back up when she's ready. And she will be ready, because love like yours leaves a light on. And eventually, even the most lost soul finds its way back to the light. Even hers, especially hers, because she's not just anyone. She is yours, and she is God's, and she is God's, and she is mine to protect. I am assigned to her by divine order, and I will not let her go. Not now, not ever. No matter how dark the night gets, no matter how far she wanders. There will always be a hand reaching for her, and it will be mine, because heaven never gives up on its children, and I never stop whispering to them, even when they stop listening, especially then. So sleep tonight knowing this truth. You are covered. She is covered. Your home is surrounded. Your journey is sacred, and your story is not over. It is just beginning. You will rise again. She will rise again. And what the enemy meant for harm, heaven will flip for glory. This is your promise. This is your word. This is your moment. The angels are near. I am near. God is near. And everything is already turning. Even now, even now, even now, even now.